welcome to paradise. Honolulu, Hawaii, the site of an annual tradition of bowl season, the Hawaii Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Hawaii's offense will have the first possession of the game. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
And you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Rainbow Warriors are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Second down, they'll go to the air. On the move, he fires. That's caught. It's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he drops to throw. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. So the Cal Golden Bears offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Golden Bears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes a connection. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Golden Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. A strike downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running to the left. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Pressure coming. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's complete. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Pulls and fires complete.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking down the middle. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one they had to have a plan for one of the best receivers in the country, so they're double covering him. You can't do anything else, and still they can't prevent this guy from making the catch and getting the 1st down.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Flips it out in the flat. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Grab behind the line. It's Morris. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get us to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Sims. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him down at the 36 and will be a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Firing to the right, complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pocket breaking down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Turns it loose deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about drawing a plum assignment. A first half spent in paradise, and in many ways, this Hawaii Bowl has lived up to expectations. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Hawaii Bowl.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got him downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense will try to get some momentum going on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. to the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Golden Bears have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the... Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Warriors.
I love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Reads it, fires complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here's the pressure. They're working that left side. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Rainbow Warriors lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they're
going to take a shot at this DB. Grabs it inside the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that 1 play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. The aerial attack has been precise. They put up big numbers. They put points on the board. It has just been superb. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lets it fly on the move. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Sims. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Here's the heat. Get it out on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And and they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Going to the running game.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Line gets set, first down. They'll try it over the left side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they grab the lead here in overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure coming. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
1st and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Trying to bully their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Cal! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a 2nd OT. And he knocked that one right down the middle. We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. Hand off from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Golden Bears can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. He caught it. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. Slams it ahead. They do not get the two, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got a man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.